Okay.
7/8 10th of January 2022.
Boom. Let's go. Let's lock in. You know what time it is. It's time for the game. Welcome to all our players that are here to play the game of making money, because it's nothing but that. It's just a game. So in this game, you have to know that we are actually not financial advisors. All content is for education, information, and entertainment purposes only, and should not be considered as investment advice or recommendation to buy, sell, hold any assets, or place any trades. Please do your own research. Once again, please do your own research. Our content is intended and should only be used for informational use. It's very important that you do your own analysis before making any investment, which should be based on your own individual circumstances. You should always take independent professional advice from a professional advisor, or independently research and verify all information you may find on our show that you wish to rely upon, whether you wish to make an investment decision or otherwise. All investment comes with risk. We are not financial advisors. However, we are working in collaboration with several accredited financial advisors. If you are unable to mitigate the risk, then please contact us immediately so we can refer you to an accredited financial advisor. So on the point of us not being financial advisors and the fact that apparently we don't know what we're talking about, who noticed that Bitcoin's gone down? I think that's a great place to start, because I don't know, when did we say that, Ninja?
I mean, we've been out of Bitcoin and ETH for like 2 months now. People thought we were crazy, but we're not.
My internet. Hold up. Oh, my internet froze.
Yo.
My internet froze. Hold up.
No worries.
Let me just switch. I use my hotspot. Hope you can see that. Well, anyway, we put it out there a while back that we were getting. Oh, is it still not? Let me know when you can hear me.
I've been being able to hear you loud and clear for time.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
it's you not being able to hear also yourself, but
yeah,
okay. I'm just gonna keep talking. Well, yeah, one of the things we were saying is we're not financial advisors, but let me just get past Ninja's amazing tweet stream that he's just done to highlight the fact that not only did we say in October that we were getting out of Bitcoin, we also showed this tweet thread is mad, you know, it's just showing results and man talking to Ray Dalio like that, which we are obviously going to talk about here because we can't
legendary.
Not talk about that.
Legendary.
Shout outs to the people that made that possible. You know who you are. If you're listening, you plugged in. Thank you. We are forever in debt to you and your services. We will. Yeah, man. That's what it is. But I cannot find. Yo, Ninja, you've been going hard, bro.
Sorry. For anyone that's unaware, we probably second to YouTube, which is we got our guy's signature in. Second to YouTube, Twitter's probably the place where we spill the most intellectual property, given that sometimes it's not the most easily decipherable because it's more kind of like spews. But I mean, it's kind of crazy. I've also got a crazy altcoin show for you guys today.
Yes.
In the music crypto space. So
I've been trying to find my Bitcoin TA. Can't find it. I can't find my Bitcoin TA.
Is it not on the feed?
It ain't nowhere to be seen.
Oh my God, we got Jay in the place.
It ain't nowhere to be seen. All right, well, we'll just do it from market. So obviously, I've got to start with just a tiny bit of TA, so we understand Wagwan here. So the main thing that we've been looking at is this bad boy here, which is the Bitcoin dominance. So we were waiting for the moment.
We can't see anything.
Oh. So the main thing we were waiting for, can you see it now?
Yes, sir.
So this right here is the Bitcoin dominance.
Oh, Have we lost Mr. Harding?
What's happened here is this is the lowest it ever got to, which was 39.5%. Now that means that the entire crypto market, Bitcoin only made up 39%. It's 0.5. It's never been lower than that. And then look what happened. It dipped lower. So that means people got a little bit scared and a little bit worried, along with the hash rate dropping, because Kazakhstan actually creates 13% of the Bitcoin hash. So when we zoom out, look at this downward trajectory on the Bitcoin dominance. Now, I'm just going to ask you, right? Even if you're new to crypto, type in chat if you only hold Bitcoin. That should be empty. Now type in chat. Lol. Now type in chat if you hold other cryptos apart from Bitcoin. Let's see. Hold other cryptos, others plenty. So we can see, even in our community, everyone's holding other things apart from Bitcoin. So if that's happening in our community, what do we think is happening around the world and with the big players? They're just not holding Bitcoin. They're just not doing it. Now, what we're expecting now is we're expecting a tiny bit more of a shakeout. Oh, here's my drawing. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I'm expecting. I am expecting a bounce back up, but probably, oh, that's on a weekly. You can't see as much. So we're now getting close to these important support lines. I am expecting a bounce down here. I'm expecting it to go to 34. And then from there, once that bounce happens, hopefully that's the main bounce. And then from there, we go into alt season. But it might go lower and might go to around 27. And if it does, that means the alt season is going to be longer. And it means that you're going to get even better discounts on what you're holding right now. So we're either expecting a bounce off here, which clearly hasn't happened, here at 34, and then the next one around 27. And then from there is the last train home to nowhere, which is going to be a massive rise in Bitcoin. Everyone's going to think it's going to go to 100 or whatever. But clearly we know there's much better gains to be in the altcoins. So boom. And then from there, unfortunately, I'm expecting it to dip to about 13, to be honest with you. So that's, you've heard me say it. So that's that. Let me just quickly do the news, and then I'm going to hand over to Ninja. Crypto news. Crypto news. So, yeah, we spoke to Ray Dalio. Wasn't meant to speak to him, ended up speaking to him, and asked him about deflation. Basically asked him about what Cathie Woods is saying, pretty much in a nutshell. And he agreed that innovation is going to potentially be one of the biggest factors of the next couple of years. And one of the things that we all need to look out for with innovation is education. And that's the only way to bridge the ever-growing wealth gap. Now, one of the things that I noted, because we was going to do the Masari paper today, hopefully everyone's been reading the Masari paper. We're not going to do that today because it is very, very heavy reading, as I'm sure people are starting to realize. But we're going to do that next week, and I'm going to try and get on a crypto accountant for next week as well, so we can discuss that. But one of the things that Masari have highlighted is the amount of development that is happening on Polkadot. So we can see here, Polkadot, this is last month, and this is year on year. This is the amount of development contribution that's happening. So we can see Polkadot is just storming ahead. So that means we're going to see a lot of things emerging and popping up on Polkadot really soon. The next bit of news that I think is very important is Aave have decided to provide DeFi liquidity to 30 financial institutions. That should be very interesting when we see which ones that is. Some big cosigns. Just dropped this today. Disney have dropped their patent for a metaverse technology for theme parks that would attract visitors whilst projecting personalized 3D images for them. Don't know if you fancy being tracked by Disney. You're already being tracked by your iPhone, so you might as well. Obviously, I'm
Privacy is dead. Privacy is dead.
Privacy is dead. But yeah, this is one of the things that I think once we start getting some images from these guys and finally get these glasses from Apple, that's when we're going to see a massive spike in metaverse plays again. This is the FOMO cycle. So this I just kind of wanted to go over with people just real quick. Please do not buy all-time highs. What we're about to go into in the next 2 months is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Whatever you do, don't buy all-time highs. Just wait for the pullback. It takes skill, but just wait for the pullback. Now, that's not financial advice, because I could be talking about all-time highs and anything. I could be talking about the higher you get on a swing, but you know what I mean. So yeah, that's that cycle. And then the next one is our boys PayPal are exploring creating their own stable coin. So that could rival USDC. I think this will probably land just in time for when Jack Dorsey drops his KYC gateway thing. So I think this will probably land once the market's crashed. It'll be the one thing that would give people confidence again is PayPal, one of the most trusted web services, financial web services, saying, "Oh, look, you can use our stable coin." So this is kind of, again, shaping up with the narrative of USDT kind of being the culprit for the market downturn. But yeah, that is my news. I'm going to hand over to Man Like Ninja, and he's going to be talking about crypto music.
Yes, let's get it.
How do I stop sharing that? Oh, there we go.
Okay, so thank you everybody for attending the game today. So the kind of trench that I've been focusing on the past week or so is really studying specifically the music crypto space, the music blockchain space, the music NFT space. I'm going to call it out now, okay? I've noticed that the majority, okay, so we all know that, I won't say the largest, but let's just say a very, very large proportion of the NFT artwork that's out there is respectfully bullshit and has crazy valuations for nothing. Specifically going into music, yeah, straight facts. So first of all, can I just iterate that investing in NFTs is even riskier than investing in crypto. So I think people have this thing where they think that because something's historically sold, it's gonna sell in the future. Let me give an extreme example of how an NFT can fail. Let's say, for example, you buy an NFT is released for cheap, right? Let's call it 5% Ethereum. Okay, so that's like $150. And then you see the sales go from 5% Ethereum, 10% Ethereum, 25%, 50%, 1 Ethereum, and then like 3 Ethereum, right? So say you get in at 1 ETH, someone else buys it at 3 ETH. There is no guarantee that just because there's been 7 sales of an uptrend, that you can even liquidate this NFT at all. Because bear in mind, it's not like crypto where you can at least sell it at a loss. You might buy an NFT and not be able to sell it at all. Nobody talks about this, right? Everyone talks about NFTs being bullish. So that's one thing that I want everybody to consider. Now, I've really studied this music NFT space, and I've noticed that pretty much most collections absolutely mean nothing. And a lot of it is a money grab as well. And you really don't want to buy things just because of the name. So I'm going to give an example. So I'm going to first of all break down, not break down, but just talk about the misguided Tory Lanez NFT. So Tory Lanez released an NFT. I was one of them. I did actually promote this via Blockchain Sensei, but then I got loads of backlash because apparently people don't like Tory. I like Tory. When I hate to talk about Tory and Meghan, guys. When I hate to talk about Tory and Meghan. But yeah, I like Tory. His NFT released on ENFT When It's Dark. Basically, I just want to talk about this one real quick. Tory Lanez sold 1 million copies of his project When It's Dark for $1 each. with the kind of sentiment that everybody can make money on this project. However, the real truth is, yes, there are copies of this album sold for 100,000, 90,000, but there is literally no sound reason anybody would ever buy any of these NFTs for this amount of price when you can literally go to the cheapest one and it's exactly the same. So I'm going to tell you guys that in future, if artists sell something like just a stupid amount of copies, it's a big red flag. So I honestly feel quite disappointed with this NFT. It was advertised really well by Tory Lanez. I pushed it myself in terms of, you know, have a look at this. I only got 10 copies myself, but there is no benefit of buying the expensive ones. So yes, according to public, you may see that one person bought Tory Lanez's NFT for 70,000. But for the most part, there is no reason to buy Tory Lanez's expensive NFTs when you can literally buy the same NFTs. Again, there's 1 million copies for the same price that it was bought for, which is $1. So yeah, Tory Lanez's, I'm calling it out. Tory Lanez's When It's Dark NFT is bullshit, right? It offers no value. Then I feel like I'm sending for the rap scene here, but I'm actually appalled at the lack of quality. So Snoop Dogg released an NFT collection on crypto.com. I'm a huge Snoop Dogg fan. This is just appalling. This offers no value at all. This NFT collection here, these Snoop Doge coins, I'm so happy that I didn't buy.
And I'm all about that Snoop Doge coins. Them Snoop Doge coins. I'm all about that Snoop Doge coins. Snoop Doge.
That's literally it. That's literally Snoop saying, I'm all about them Snoop Doge coins. 2,579 minted editions, and the audio's not even unique.
Snoop Doge coins. I'm all about those Snoop Doge coins, dog.
Yeah, so I see no value in these, right? So what I learned from Tory Lanez's Snoop Dogg's NFT is just because a famous person sold it doesn't mean it's worth value. Tory Lanez's NFTs are literally, they're not unsellable, but let's be honest, nobody's buying them, right? And I feel like I'm the only person pulling up Tory on this. I feel like he dropped the NFT collection, hyped up the fact that one person bought it for 70,000. Could have been an inside job. We don't know. Remember, every time you see NFT sales, it could have just been an inside job. So maybe one of his team bought it from him by himself. I don't know. I don't want to accuse Tory of that, but yeah. Snoop Dogg's collection, I'm just not a fan of. I feel like it provides no value at all. Diamond joints. What is this? What is this? It doesn't entitle you to anything. Like, it's not like, it would be cool if you got like 15 minutes with Snoop Dogg over video call, but you actually get no access to him. So yeah, Snoop Dogg's NFTs on crypto.com, not a fan of. Now, I must shout out the source where I like to get things from. This one, so basically, there's not many people. In fact, there is seldom content on the internet about music NFTs. So let me just break something down real quick, because the whole world will have you thinking this facade that NFTs is a hugely invested space. It's really not. It's just like individual case scenarios are blown up to make you think that like this is a huge thing. It's really not in terms of what's invested in NFTs. First of all, let's break down the fact that cryptocurrency is less than $2 trillion market cap. Maximum of $3 trillion has ever been invested in crypto. Guys, what's the value of the stock market? Someone write that down. Wouldn't you have to look at the ultimate assets that specific NFT give you? He made way too many. He made 100. It would have been different. I bought some as well. This is where I learned. Okay, so to answer Terrell, yeah, you shouldn't have made 1 million. So I'm basically, don't buy any NFT collection that has more than 10,000 straight up. In my opinion, wouldn't you have to look at the ultimate assets the specific NFT give you? The answer, Wild Collective Tie, is that these NFTs that I showed you give you no assets at present. Okay, so bear in mind again that crypto is less than a $2 trillion market cap at present. It's never hit 3 trillion. And then like stock market is around 105, right? With commodities, gold, silver, oil being 50 trillion. So imagine we got 2 trillion in crypto, And then maximum traded volume ever of NFTs is, I think the stat is around 3.5 billion. So 2,000 trillion in crypto, 3.5 billion ever in NFTs.
We early.
Yeah, we early. We're very early. So I want anybody who's interested in music NFTs to check out this video. This is the most helpful video that I've found in all of YouTube talking about music cryptos. If you actually YouTube music cryptos, there's actually seldom any content on this space. So basically nobody besides these guys called out the fact that most musicians NFTs are literally crap, including Billie Eilish's, in my opinion, right? No value whatsoever. So these guys basically do a whole video on everybody's NFTs, breaking them down that they mean nothing, including 6ix9ine's. What else? One person with a good collection, with quite a good collection, in my opinion, is A$AP Rocky. So if I just go to Nifty Gateway, the reason why I kind of like A$AP's NFTs is that he's only, okay, I don't value this car at 50,000. Maybe that's because I don't have that disposable, and I'm going to assume most people, or everyone in this Zoom doesn't have this disposable. But I feel at least with A$AP Rocky, he stayed true to the Rocky vibes, and he didn't go out and sell 10,000 copies of his NFTs. He literally sold, what's that, 1, 2, 3, this one sold out plus 57 or 57, so that's 117 copies. So we can shout out A$AP Rocky on his rarity, and I feel like he actually stayed true to what, you know, who is A$AP Rocky. This is kind of like with his Tumblr theme that I was following him back in the day. So my quick conclusion of the music NFT space as a whole is that it is complete at present, filled with a lot of crap, mostly crap, which means there is a huge market for other people to come in, such as myself and other artists, rappers that were working with that blockchain Sensei. Now, let's have a look at the music crypto space itself. So for those of you that aren't aware, if you go to CoinMarketCap, in fact, let me just take you through the journey. So anybody watching the free play, CoinMarketCap is the #1 website in the world for cryptocurrency information data. Second to that is CoinGecko. So we go to the categories, and then let's search for music. Cool. So how crazy is this? The entire music crypto space has a market cap at present of less than 0.8 billion. So the largest.
How much? Wait. Sorry. How much is the entire music industry worth? Do you know?
Let's look.
We've got to put this in the PDF anyway.
Of the whole music industry. Definitely multi-billion. How much is the entire music industry worth?
Revenues 23 billion.
53
billion.
How big is it?
Is that it?
Nah, no way. No way. Is music a $1 trillion industry?
Oh my days. Everyone's been sold a dream. So this whole time, all these people are trying to become rappers because they think there's loads of money in it. There's people out there that have got more money than the entire music industry put together.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I tell people education pays more than entertainment.
I did an essay for uni on how much artists earn per streams on Spotify, and doing the results was actually heartbreaking. It's not a lot. It's really, really not a lot.
That's so mad. I didn't know it was that. Like, as if there's not even one company, several companies that are worth more than the entire music industry.
Crazy, right? Crazy. So right now, the most invested music crypto project is the project called Audius. So I'm gonna do some fundamentals with regard to this, where I think the coin's going, and also I wanna talk about some cons as well. So let's go to, so first of all, let's actually talk about Audius as a platform. I want to iterate something. Audius is a fully working SoundCloud-like with a bit of Spotify feel, fully working application. Let me just iterate that. So everybody can create a free Audius account and upload music and or podcasts onto Audius. We officially have, just to test it out, a blockchain Sensei Audius link. So I'm just gonna we just go to incognito audius.co/blockchain sensei. I uploaded one of my personal songs just as a test. So audius.co/blockchain sensei. You do not need an Audius account to go on this, so everybody go peep. Kate said it's like 20 to 30 billion. Okay, amazing. Hopefully crypto can expand that. So what I feel is very interesting with Audius is, first of all, it's, like I said, a working product. Everybody can go on, can create an account on Audius and upload their own podcast and or songs. So every single artist in this room, every rapper, musician watching this, there is no reason you're not on Audius. You have the opportunity to earn as well. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% familiar with the platform at present, as I'm still getting used to it. They have an application as well, which is super easy to use. Now, what I think is interesting about Audius is that, like I said, this is the biggest music crypto project in the world right now, with a market cap of only 652 million, so 0.6 billion, which is very, very small. With the music industry being 20 to 30 billion, you know, could Audius capture 10% of that? Who knows? But they are the leader right now. But what is up for grabs? And I want every we meet, please. I gotta meet people. Okay, we're good. Anyone feel free to unmute yourself if you got a question to ask. I'm getting this link to set up my account ASAP. Yes, Decom Master has.
Hey, I'm getting on this the second I can, you know.
Yeah,
because DistroKid, brother, it ain't paying me enough. I need bread.
Yeah.
I need peas, fam. DistroKid ain't giving me them peas.
Right. So anyway, I mean, I'm not saying you're gonna make peas off this, but let me tell you what's up for grabs.
More likely than DistroKid, probably.
let me tell you what's up for grabs when it comes to Audius. What's the position that's up for grabs right now is that, despite Skrillex and Deadmau and a few large artists being on this platform, becoming one of the biggest artists or biggest podcasts on Audius is up for grabs. If we literally look at the trending, someone tell me if they've ever heard of any of these artists. There's not a famous person in sight. I could be completely wrong. Maybe one of these artists is known in their genre. But I've spent a few hours on this platform, and I've noticed that the trend, like, this platform is literally fiending for new music. Because the biggest artists on this platform, like Disclosure and Skrillex and Deadmau 5, is it? Sorry, not Deadmau 5, Deadmau, right? My bad. They're not, like, they don't get crazy. Deadmau. Okay, cool. So yeah. So Disclosure here, right? They released a song and it's only got 1.44K plays. This application is extremely underused if the innovators decide to push it more. But I mean, it's fully functional. It's free to use, and when you upload music on here, you have the opportunity to earn and potentially get on the trending by contacting Audius playlist. So I should definitely action this myself. Let me just state that Blockchain Sensei will definitely be uploading some audio content on here. So give us a follow, create a page on there, and yeah, that's I'm gonna be throwing some beats on there. For every single audio creator, beat creators, podcast creators, and all musicians, there's no reason to not use the actual application. So
okay, I got an idea. Yeah. I got an idea, because this will keep it secret as well.
Yeah.
The only people that will know.
Okay.
From now on, any super low cap gems that we find, we'll create a separate audio once a week and put it on Audius.
Amazing.
Because we're finding them all the time.
Yeah.
but we don't really talk about them all. There's no one place where we talk about the super low cap gems, so we'll put them there.
Okay, cool. Sick. I'm about to show a low cap gem after this. After going through Audius. So anyway, yeah, audius.co/blockchain sensei. That's available for anybody to go to. I encourage everybody in this room to, even if you are not a creator, I encourage everyone here to create an Audius account. Use the platform, because think about this, right? Like, I'm being super optimistic here, but imagine you get on Audius and you spot the next artist that's going to blow. Like, you fuck with their music, you know they're going to blow, you follow them, and then they release an NFT. That could be your chance. Anyway, we're going to talk about Nas's NFT in a bit. That's dropping 6 p.m. Tuesday. Okay, cool. So just a little deep dive into Audius. I always like to start off with the founders. So the founders are two guys called Ronil Rumberg and a guy called Forrest Browning. These two guys are kind of crypto OGs. They were mining Bitcoin back in 2010, 2011. They sold, historically, this is documented, the top of Bitcoin around $1,000 in 2013. They were early investors in something called the Lightning Network. Anyone here heard of Lightning Network? No? So Lightning Network are one of the biggest, I would say the most important, at least one of the most important Bitcoin layer 2s. So I'm sure you guys, I'm sure most people here are aware. If you aren't aware, in El Salvador, Bitcoin is legal tender, and they use the Lightning Network to use Bitcoin and for Bitcoin currency payments. So these guys were early investors into those companies.
So basically, Lightning Network makes transactions on Bitcoin faster, almost instantaneous, and allows you to create smart contracts with Bitcoin. So it's pretty important.
Exactly. So just to iterate again, the two CEOs of Audius have been in crypto since 2011, and they were 2013, I believe, investors in the Lightning Network, which is the most important Bitcoin layer 2 in the world, arguably, because it is the payment processor that processes hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of Bitcoin transactions that are already happening now as we speak in El Salvador. Hopefully more companies follow suit. Another thing which I find, like, as I go into these crypto companies, this is just something that I've spotted. This isn't backed with any data. I'm just giving you like a personal observation. But I've found that some of the most innovative companies, such as Lightning Network, such as Blockchain Sensei, seem to have the most unlikely people structures, right? So in Lightning Network, the CEO is a crypto celebrity called Elizabeth Stark. Now, I've actually seen Elizabeth Stark, just like the name floating about. Just to iterate to you guys, Elizabeth Stark, because we love to see women in crypto. Only one out of 7 wallets are owned by women. Is the CEO and has been the CEO for quite a long time of Lightning Labs, and the CTO is this is a black guy called Ola. I'm not gonna say his name, but he's known as Roast Beef. Like, think about this, right? The CTO, the Chief Technical Officer, one of the top most important people of Bitcoin's biggest layer 2 that are processing payments for an entire company, has a huge sense of humor, and he's called Roast Beef. Okay, so I just think that's pretty dope. I feel like as you tap into these upcoming tech companies, you come across unconventional structures. The conventional structure basically being middle-class Caucasian guy. So I feel like it's amazing that in crypto we're kind of beating that stereotype. Shout out to Blockchain Sensei. 5 out of 6 of us are ethnic minorities. So that's just a little bit about Audius. Let me just do like a little TA on Audius. Where do I think it's gonna go? So I think right now is a snipe for Audius. It could go down to this.
Just to sorry, got to pull you up on that one.
Yeah,
technically,
yeah,
it's 6 out of 6 because Lucas is Polish. He's not born here.
Wow. Okay, fair enough.
Got one person in Blockchain Sensei
Is English by ethnicity, yeah.
Yeah, by definition.
And I don't know, bro, in all my time in business, yeah, I've seen it on the internet, but I've never seen like an East Asian guy and a black guy do business. Yeah, there's Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan, but that's in the films. You know, in the real world, I've never seen that. So yeah. There's no pair like us. There's no pair like us. So I've not done a deep dive TA.
Name that company.
Name that company. I've not done a deep dive TA into Audius, but given that it is a fully working platform, they even have social media pages dedicated to Audius playlists showcasing upcoming talent. This place is up for grabs, and I think when upcoming rappers, like I feel like there's going to be a time where the world picks up on what Audius have built and they're going to jump on, right? That time hasn't come yet, but just like it was the SoundCloud era, I'm predicting there's going to be some kind of Audius era in the world. I'm going to talk about competitors in a second, but this is the only one that I can find with the working application. In terms of where it can go, I feel like now is a good time to buy because we're very, very low. I mean, from the all-time high, we are 295% down. Bear in mind, I always say this time and time again, whatever the 100% is, the X is 1 up. So 100% is 2X, 200% is 3X, 300%, which is just under, we're basically 4X from the all-time high. And this was during the start of the year bull run. So I'll be extremely surprised if, as long as Audius don't do anything, as long as the CEO doesn't go to jail for something crazy, why we can't see a 2X on Audius. Sorry, can we just all right, cool, fantastic. Any questions? Just interrupt me. Super early.
Yeah, I want to see you do a quick fib. Go on, flex.
Oh, don't do it, bro. Let me do this on the spot.
Quick flex.
Wait. Wait, is this one right?
Damn.
Is this one right?
Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go.
One sec. I can't believe you're making me this live. Oh,
come on, bro.
Wait. From the
impulse. Yeah. From the base of the impulse. Here. Yeah.
And then the impulse goes to here.
Yeah.
And then we drag it down back to
the pullback. To the pullback.
The pullback.
The lowest low. So
that's basically here, right?
Yeah, do the wick. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do. All right, so we're looking for the 1.618.
1.618. Okay, I mean, that would be absolutely fantastic. Okay, that would be absolutely fantastic. If we do see that, if they execute on the vision. Now, jeez, I do want to be devil's advocate as well. Let me tell you what I don't like about Audius. One thing that I'm not a fan of is the fact that their YouTube channel is absolutely dead. Like, it's so dead. One sec. Wait, no, this isn't. Oh, this isn't.
Yeah, but they have got an integration with TikTok.
Yeah, I know. I just think sometimes we're so bullish that we just need to, state something that's bearish.
For the downsides. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, like, what's extremely bearish to me is they've really slept on the YouTube. I don't know why. They're extremely active on Twitter, and they seem pretty active on Instagram last time I checked. Let me just double check that. So they've got 123,000 followers, which is great. The founders, although they don't have crazy followers, seem pretty active as well. They also have Audius playlist. So this is for all the artists out there, which is literally just a page. Oh, it's unofficial. Okay, not associated with Audius. Follow for daily plays. Okay, I guess that's kind of nice and community driven. That's fantastic. And they've got 39 followers here. Cool. So fundamentally, it's a great project in the sense that they have a fully working application. I can't stop screaming that fully working application for everybody to use. So you don't even have to invest in Audius itself. You can just use the platform. I would recommend any music lover, podcast listener, consumer to use the platform. and any artist slash audio creator to use the platform in terms of content creation, because it's free and it might get you paid more. Again, this rapper NFT tier list is the one video that gave me the most sources for everybody's not everybody's, but big artist NFTs, including not limited to Snoop Dogg, Lil Baby's NFTs, most of which are just like pretty rubbish in my opinion and don't offer any use case. If you think about it, these artists have all the opportunity to give you use case, but I feel like it's pretty lazy to not give even say like a private Discord link. But anyway, onto the altcoin shill. So are you ready for the super altcoin shill? The super altcoin shill is Vibe, V-I-B. So first of all, audio is, just to wrap up on audio, it's extremely accessible. You can buy it on Binance. You can buy it on, I don't know, where else? KuCoin. I don't think you can buy it on Coinbase. Although, I swear this is in Coinbase's portfolio. Yeah, it's in Coinbase Ventures portfolio, but it's not on the Coinbase application. Now,
what does that mean?
What does that mean? Okay, so do you guys think?
Well, it is on Swissborg.
It is on Swissborg, right? Which is a big cosign. So it's on all these major exchanges. It's not on Coinbase. We found, we've got this theory at Blockchain Sensei that if it's in the Coinbase Ventures portfolio, but not available on Coinbase centralized exchange, there is a high likelihood it's going to get on Coinbase exchange in the future. So
let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Maybe it won't, but historically speaking, Coinbase have invested, put it in their
let's just note that we said this on the 1st of the 10th.
There we go.
Then
and we also said Flow is going to be on Coinbase sometime. We said that in October, right? Something like that. We're still holding on to that.
Yep.
Anyway, so look at this, right? So again, the whole music crypto space has less than 0.8 billion invested in it, less than 800 billion. By far, it's dominated by Audius. Now, who is the second player? Now, I don't know about any of these coins, so unfortunately, I can't speak about them, but I can speak about Vibrate. So, this is a huge shill, by the way, right? It's not financial advice, but if this goes to the moon, it could be crazy. All right, so first of all, who are Vibrate? So, who are Vibrate? And I tweeted this. So first of all, I like to show the source. So I did not know who Vibrate were prior to coming across this article by Built In. So if you go to our Twitter, again, go to our Twitter for lots of intellectual property. These guys kindly created an article back in August 2021 listing 15 companies, 15 music companies that are involved in cryptocurrency, in blockchain, etc. So I have followed and taken a look at all these companies, right? And I'll be honest, most of them are at such an early stage, I can't, except Audius, obviously, I can't comment on where they're gonna go. Like literally can't really comment on Music Coin. I followed them, I'm not co-signing them, I definitely won't be buying their coin. However, there is one company that stands out, and that's Vibrate. Vibrate is currently the world's largest live music database, featuring more than 460,000 artists, 5,000 music festivals, and 500,000 global events. That's insane. Now, also, the Chainsmokers. Does anybody here listen to the Chainsmokers? Anybody? I don't personally. Anybody know their music? Okay, cool.
I know the music, but I don't really listen to it like that.
Yeah.
Dom says yes.
Okay, amazing. So, for whatever reason, it's sick. So for whatever reason, so some notable names in music crypto, the Chainsmokers seem to just be having their nose in different things.
Terrell's lying. I'm gonna call him out. Terrell, tell me the name of a Chainsmokers song right now.
Don't do that.
I want you to hum a Chainsmokers song.
Don't do this to me, because I know the song, but I forgot it. I know it though.
I don't know no Chainsmokers song. Yeah, the only commentary that I have is that the Chainsmokers seem to be in a lot of like this is like the most this and Blau, as in 3 Lau, are literally this guy especially Blau. I'm going to talk about Blau in a second. But yeah, for whatever reason, Chainsmokers seem to be in the music blockchain space. But anyway, right? So let's just take the value, okay? So Vibra, okay, the world's largest live music database, 460,000 artists, 5,000 music festivals, and 500,000 global music events. If there's one thing that I've learned in business, especially because of Mr. Harding, is that the ultimate value is in the database, right? So type yes in chat if you think, without talking about crypto, right? Without going into blockchain, let's just look at it from a company. Type yes in chat if you think a company with 460,000 artists database has value. Type yes in chat if that's valuable data. Then we'll break down the coin. Yes, okay, cool. So out of all these companies that are startups, Vibrate is not a startup company. Vibrate is a fully functioning music company that's involved in the music industry that was fully functional before any of crypto blew up. Now, one thing that I love, is companies or cryptos, not just cryptos, companies that built a crypto in the previous 2018 bull run, yeah, and they continue to run as a company. I think what happened with Vibra is obviously they've been a company for many years, way before 2017. 2017 cryptocurrency started becoming popular. Went through the 2018 bull run. They tried a thing, it didn't work out. The world wasn't ready, and now it's just been. And then over here, we see the little spike. Now, bear in mind that 13 cents to now is already a 4x. So don't let this little bump fool you in terms of the X. 13 cents, 3 cents now. That's more than 4x already, right? Now, look at the market cap. 6.4 million, right? 6.4 million market cap, but Audius has 670. So Audius has a 100x. Let's just compare them. So, so the first biggest music crypto in the world has 100x invested in it than the second biggest crypto in the world. Even if there wasn't another penny, if there wasn't 1 penny invested more into the music crypto space, do you guys think that some investment from Audius can move over to Vibrate? Yes or no? I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying that, does that seem like a possibility?
It seems like a possibility that it's got some welly left in it. I've just copped some VIB, full disclosure, but I realized it's on Binance, so that's how easy it is to get.
Yeah.
However, you have to buy it in Bitcoin, so you have to convert your USDT to Bitcoin and then purchase it.
I was literally about to say that. So for everybody in here, if you don't have any USDT, you can just drop GBP into your Binance, buy some Bitcoin and ETH, and then hold that, right? Let's just say, for example, let's just look at just some mathematical examples, right? If, for example, let's say, for example, okay, 60 million was taken out of Audius and put into Vibra. Well, that's 10x. So I think it's a. Do I think Vibra is going to 10x anytime soon? No, I have no reason to believe that it's going to. But it mathematically makes sense for it to do something. Okay. Now let's look at the holders. Oh, we've only got 10,000 invested in this coin. 10,000 people. Let's look at Audius. Let's look at the holders. We got 24,000. Okay. So not that much, not a crazy difference in terms of the amount. Active addresses 285, active addresses 39. Do we have any big whales invested in it? Not that we can see. Not that we can see. This isn't a coin that I feel like there's not any particular reason why I think it's gonna go crazy anytime soon. I don't have any kind of price prediction, but this is just something that I've added to my portfolio. And as a final note, I feel like this is one where Binance are in with the whales, because when I set a sell order for the Vibra, so I bought X amount of Vibra with Ethereum, just fresh bought Ethereum with GBP. I set a sell order for Vibra, but I could only sell it at 5x. That sounds like manipulation to me, because at its peak, Vibra's been 40, which is a 12, 13x from what it is now. Why Binance has limited me to a sell order to 5x from the current price? I don't know. So yeah, there's your altcoin shill. I feel like Audius is something that can do well in the long term. Vibra is something that can definitely shoot up to somewhere. This is not financial advice, but anyone who chooses to buy Vibra, set a sell order. Okay, I've personally set a sell order to sell 40% of my Vibra at 5x if it ever gets there. And bear in mind, even this little bump here is 3x. So holding on to that for a while. I trust they're going to do something with that project. Finally, the last thing I want to talk about is Nas's NFT. So this is on the project Royale, which we covered in the music NFT episode. So again, Royale is owned by an electronic music producer and NFT entrepreneur called Blau. Is how you spell it, Blau. He's actually been into NFTs since 2018. You can go on his Instagram, scroll down to 2018, and you can find a clip of him talking to a news reporter about NFTs. So he's been advocating the space for a long time. Nas will be releasing an NFT on this platform. So let me tell you what me and Mr. Harding intend to do Tuesday. This is like super exciting, by the way. So he's releasing 2 singles, one called Rare and one called Ultra Black. At present, the Royale platform only has one NFT, and that's 333 copies of Blau's single Worst Case, which is an electronic song, and then you own some kind of percentage in his song. However, the next release will be from the legend Nas. So there's going to be 500 copies sold at $50 each, which I feel like is affordable. You'll own 0.0143% of the song in terms of streaming royalties. 50% of streaming rights will be for Ultra Black by Nas. A total of 50% of the streaming rights will be sold. So I don't know if that includes sales or if it's just streams. It seems like it's just streams. But I think this is a pretty good investment. 50% for 0.0143, and you own it for life. And then we've got the platinum, $250, and then this one here, the diamond one. I don't know if this is true, but I'm hoping that Royale will have something in place for when this goes live at 6 p.m. where people can't purchase the NFT multiple times. I'm going to assume that it's going to be one NFT per address. And then if you want to get the address, just create what's called a MetaMask, which is a wallet extension. The one thing that you want to read is the fact that it's going to be on the Polygon mainnet. So it won't be on Ethereum, it won't be on Binance Smart Chain. To get your MetaMask on the Polygon network, just Google it. It's pretty easy. It's as easy as adding your MetaMask to the Binance Smart Chain. Anyone got problems with that, hit me up. So that's what Nas is dropping. That's the Nas NFT that's dropping on Royale. And how the payments are going to work, it doesn't explain here, but I'm assuming you'll just get paid into your MetaMask with Matic. I could be wrong, but that sounds about right in terms of how you're actually going to receive the royalties. And then he's also got another single that's a bit more expensive, and that is one called Rare. where instead of 760 copies, it's going to be 1,100 copies. And I'm going to assume that this NFT is more expensive. So 700 tokens at $99 each versus Ultra Black, which is 500 tokens each at $50. I'm going to assume the reason is because Nas and his team believe that this song is going to do better. Like Rare seems like, let's just play the song. So like this
is this
song,
from King's Disease 3? Yeah, isn't it? Oh, 2. Yeah.
I've never even heard. Have you heard this song?
Nah, I've not listened to King's Disease 2 yet. I've been told I need to though.
Okay, mad. But yeah, I'm gonna assume that this one's more expensive because it's predicted that the NFTs, the song's gonna do better or did better. Like that's where maybe the valuation comes from, potentially. I don't see any reason why there'd be different prices for any specific reason. But yeah, so two Nas NFT dropping in the next 2 days. Audius, I believe, is something that you guys should look into adding into your portfolio. If you want something that's extreme high risk, high reward, take a look at adding Vibrate. Again, I definitely, if you are going to purchase this, I would set a sell order straight away, because this is something that could, like, in terms of whale money, this could easily 5x in 5 minutes and then go back down to the original price. So I wouldn't be holding Vibrate without a sell order. And then finally, the last thing I want to show is, so amongst the terrible and useless NFTs that I came across, this is definitely not something that I feel has extreme high use case, but something that might have value in the future, especially as it's accessible. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have any myself. But basically, 2 Chainz, Quavo, Lil Baby, and Jack Harlow did a collaboration with Bleacher Report, and they released these like little basketballs. And the lowest tiers, the lowest ones you can get for 4%, 5%, and less than 10% Ethereum. Me personally, I'm looking to buy NFTs at under 10% Ethereum. Just kind of stack up an NFT portfolio. This is something that I'm looking to add. So I just thought I'd chill that one. Besides that, I would go as far to say that the majority of the music NFT space run by famous musicians is a money grab. And yeah, don't fall for NFTs from famous people. Tory Lanez NFT failure, in my opinion. 6ix9ine's NFT, I don't even like 6ix9ine. But I think it's
I do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a big 6ix9ine.
All right, we won't get into that. We won't get into that.
I'm a fan.
We won't talk about that.
I don't like Lil Baby or Da Baby, but I love 6ix9ine.
We won't. Royale, which one is that? You literally just go to the join Royale. You just go to royale.io, bro.
We've got one of our previous episodes is I'll send you the link, and it gives a breakdown of Royale versus Oculus versus everything. So yeah, my bit that we advertised, so I've got to do it because I've been advertised, was about Tezos. I was going to do a little bit on Feta as well, but I'm going to do a speed run through on Tezos. I got some notes for you on Tezos. So Tezos is quite an interesting one. The CEOs, the guys that created this, isn't just a guy; it's the guy and a girl. It's actually a husband and wife partnership that created Tezos, and they're a husband and wife partnership that met in 2011 at a crypto meetup. So just find that quite interesting. So the main reason I wanted to talk about Tezos is because in the crypto space, there's been a lot of NFT creators that I've spoken to. They're all circling around Tezos to do all their NFT transactions on, just because it's cheaper, quicker, and faster. And so I did a bit of a dive into it, and I couldn't figure out why this was gaining so much traction. But looking into it, it's because of the price of the nodes. Now, the price of the nodes on this is a little bit easier than on most things, and the DeFi protocols that they've got are amazing. Now, as you know, I'm all about what whales are holding it. Winklevoss, say no more. Now, Winklevoss twins aren't holding that much, but they're holding this and Filecoin. So for me, it was worth taking a punt at. So I've got a small amount invested in this one. So yeah, let me talk a little bit more about Tezos. The co-founders went to, oh yeah, and one of the co-founders of Tezos is an ex-Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs employee. Say no more. Then what else have we got? The whole thing is they didn't like what happened with Bitcoin in the early stages, 2014, so they decided to make their own. It's based in Switzerland, and they actually faced a few lawsuits because when the ICO happened, the developers were meant to give the code back to the, ended up having a massive lawsuit. So that's why the price and the momentum behind it took a massive hit. However, in terms of governance and this whole decentralized autonomous organization, the DAO principle, these guys are doing amazing. And all of their protocols come through their DAO system that they have. So let me see. So yeah, to be a node or a baker, as they call it on Tezos, it's a 14-day lockup for approximately around 40K to be a node, but for 14 days. So they've currently got 10 DeFi protocols, and the main platform that people are using for NFTs is this one here. So obviously I've been following Kid 8 for a while. I was planning on buying some of his stuff, but his stuff at the moment is on this website, which is a pretty, I think it's very underground, and if you know, you know. This platform is not a mainstream one. So that's these guys here on hicketnunk.art. So I don't know if that means something in a different language, but again, it's a bit of a secret one to find here. Let me put it in the chat anyway. So that's that. Then yeah, they've got currently 2.1 million active addresses and 250K users. Now, the other reason why I think it's very important to notice this one is because of this smart contract interoperability. Now, what is smart contracts? We know what smart contracts are. It's contracts that are automated. Now, interoperability, what is it? It's the ability to work on multiple blockchains. So this is offering smart contract interoperability, and the next upgrade is due to be smart contract interoperability on none other than Cosmos, which is very similar to the Polkadot network. So this is why, for me, it's a very important one to take note of. Then also they've got the Red Bull. They launched their NFTs on Tezos. And there's one important thing I'm going to just bring up, and it was called the One of Music NFT. So Venus was talking about music and NFTs. That's why I mentioned this one. So this one's called One of. So this is Tezos related. The game dropped some of his stuff. They've got stuff from Whitney Houston and Doja Cat. So I thought this is important to note. Ninja's going to do some more research on this one, and it might feature in our PDF that we have coming shortly. Now, the final one about this company about Tezos that you want to notice is because they have a very, very interesting company that is going all crazy on crypto, none other than Ubisoft. So
no way.
Yeah, so Ubisoft own a Tezos node, and they've announced that the Ubisoft NFTs are going to be on Tezos, and you're going to be able to purchase them with Tezos.
Oh,
so I don't know if you're going to want to hold some Tezos, but you know,
I want to hold some now. I ain't got any. So
that's a bit of a crazy one for you. Then the other one that Ubisoft have partnered up with and through Ultra as well is Theta. I highly recommend you check it out, just because of everything that's happening with Samsung. Samsung give out, some of the Samsung phones came preloaded with something called T-Fuel, which is the Theta token. It's another branch of the Theta token. They have ConTV Anime as a partner. They have the World Poker Tour as a partner. They are partnered with, and they're backed by Stephen Chen, the co-founder of YouTube. And the other people that have nodes in Theta are Google, Sony, and Samsung. So yeah, you know,
And Binance.
And Binance. I didn't even think I needed to mention that, but yeah, I thought it would be important for you guys to check that out and have a look at what's happening in 2022 in their roadmap. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go to questiones. We got some new people in the building. We got none other than Mr. Terry Gregory. What up, man? Like Terry, you don't have to come on camera. We just let anyone that's new. We do Q&A and get some feedback from them. All good, buddy. All good. Have you got any feedback for us on today's session, or any questions, or anything you're looking at?
No, mate. I've just been grateful to hear it all. Yeah, it's been really interesting. But, yeah, a lot to take in. So I don't know where I'll start.
Okay. Well, it's going to be able to. You're going to be able to watch it back on YouTube. And as a musician, I'm going to hook you up with a session with Ninja. And I think you two as musicians, and I know you got a few good contacts in the music space as well, that could definitely benefit from some of the stuff that we know about what's happening in crypto and music. So I'll hit you up about that real soon.
Okay, quality, mate. Thank you. Appreciate it.
No worries, buddy. No worries. Speak soon. Next, let's go to Mo. Is this your first time in our call?
What up, Mo?
Mo, you've been on
sorry, man, I was just muted. Second time.
Oh, second. Oh, okay, cool. You're not a newbie, so technically I should skip you, but I won't. Yeah, any feedback, any questions, or anything that you're looking at the moment?
No, I think that was awesome. I mean, I've been looking. So it's, you know, NFTs are obviously something that needs to be looked at, but as Ninja said, there's a lot of them that have absolutely no value. So let's be honest. Most,
Yeah.
Absolutely. And some of them that are decent are, you're paying for a community, but what community are you paying for? And that's, I mean, you're opening a whole can of worms there. So I think the music thing is definitely next. So I've been trying to find some nice music ones, but the low caps, I mean, I think you've done some great work there. So I'm definitely going to look at Vibrate. I mean, I put in the chat, my favorite so far has been Opal, but that's just to do with the fact that I've only looked at Audius and Opal and nothing more.
Yeah. Opal token is definitely something I believe in because of the Opulus platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the investment thing is amazing, but that was a kind of mind blowing when you showed us that the entire music industry is about 22 billion. So it begs the question, how many of these are going to blow? The answer is probably like 3 of them, maybe. Do you really think the whole thing? That's a question, by the way. Sorry.
So with regards to blowing, like it's literally, there's so much space for anybody to take over. So it's like, do Audius, if Audius continue to lead, then they can go very far because they're the only one that I can see, I could be wrong, they're the only significant player with a working application. Second to that in music crypto is Vibrate, just because they're an actual functioning company. Third to that would be Opulus. And then I only see those 3 players right now. I've literally looked at 15 other music crypto companies and not worth mentioning. That's my opinion on music.
I've got a take on that. In terms of the space, we've got to look at it as, is the money out of the market? I think the reason why the music space is so small is because I'm going to quote the number, 50% of the music industry is owned by Apple, and they have a $2 trillion, well, what was it now, $3 trillion market cap? I think if music wasn't so centralized to Google, Apple, Spotify, Google is in YouTube, then I think maybe we would see the numbers being a bit different. But I think maybe in the past, music wasn't as centralized as it is now. But I think this is where blockchain and DeFi and Web3 is going to really explode music. So I think we're going to see inflows, and I think we're going to see the music space balloon up to at least a $500 billion market cap over the next 10 years if people start adopting to crypto and NFT music. Which, talking to musicians, why wouldn't they? Why would you want to get paid £1,000 for a million views. Like, why would you want to do that? Like, it's dumb. So yeah. Let's go to WAV Collective. Man like WAV Collective, what's up?
This is actually my student, Ty.
Ty, what's up, bro?
Hey man, how you doing?
What's good? Welcome to the game. Any feedback, any questions, or anything you're looking at?
Yo,
Hey,
Ty.
Mr. Harding, how you doing?
NinjaTea,
how you doing? Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much for today. The talk. Ninja invited me with the call today. We had a session in the morning.
First of all, how many sessions have you done with me? How have they been? Let's hear some live feedback.
So far we've done 3 lessons, covered all the fundamentals of. We've done technical analysis and the fundamentals of cryptocurrency, and yeah, it's been amazing. Gone through them very nicely, giving me even extra details, and just put in the hard work as well in providing the education for me in the cryptocurrency space.
Yes. And today we created a MetaMask, and for the first time you sent crypto from one exchange to a wallet, and then we also added the MetaMask to Matic and Binance Smart Chain, right?
Yeah, we did, and we added Polygon into it.
And that wasn't insanely hard, right?
No. Very simple, very easy to do, and Ninja literally just gives you a great breakdown on things. Definitely would recommend Blockchain Sensei in general if you guys are into it in buying the lessons and getting into the lesson schemes, because it's honestly they're very well, for Ninja that I know is a very thorough guy in what he does.
Appreciate it.
Love that.
What's your question for today?
At the moment, I don't have any questions. I was just tuning in, listening in, grabbing all the information in. But thank you once again for the Zoom call today.
Appreciate that. I'm just gonna add something. So this is something that Wall Street Trapper says. Shout out to our homie Wall Street Trapper. Check him out if you don't know who he is. So one thing that he teaches is that rich people spend their money on 3 things: information, access, and assets. Okay, everybody in here, hopefully all 90 participants and people watching, are investing in assets. Everybody here, to some degree, and rewatching, spends energy and attention for information. The one thing that you pay for when you book sessions with us is that you pay for access, because we're not 100% accessible all the time, but you also pay for information that we've spent gathering. And I tell my students, you can get all the information for free, but this is going to take you 6 to 8 hours. If you listen to me, you'll understand it in 10 to 15 minutes. One of the problems I feel like in the retail space is that like people want the information, they want to pay for the assets, but they don't want to pay for the access. So I always tell people that you don't have to necessarily book sessions with us, but pay for information from somebody, right? Whether it's like buying Wall Street Trappers PDF.
Wait, say that again.
Sorry? Hello? Yo. Is my internet good? Or is it just his?
Say that again.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I think he said say it again.
All right, cool. So what I encourage everybody, the problem is that almost everybody here.
Say that again.
Say that again.
Yeah, about Wall Street Trapper again.
Okay, cool. So Wall Street Trapper teaches that rich people invest in 3 things: information, access, and assets. The problem with retail investors is most retail investors don't want to pay for information. And the problem with that is that you're spending excessive amounts of time searching through poor information. So I challenge everybody to look into how much they've invested in assets and how much they've invested in information. I know a lot of retail investors that haven't even bought the Bitcoin Standard book, haven't bought Rich Dad Poor Dad, haven't bought Richest Man in Babylon, I recommend PDFs such as Wall Street Trappers Get Rich, PDF called Get Rich in the Drought, and even like courses from Blockchain Backer. The reason why I say this is because when you pay for information, you respect the information more and you retain the information more because you've earned it. Trust me, it's a different vibration. Like when you've bought a book and you spent 10, 12 pounds on it and you've got it, you're more likely to read it. When you book a session with me and Mr. Harding, I mean, no one ever regrets it. But
well, here's the way to settle it. Here's the way to settle it. Type game in chat if you've made money from anything we've ever said. Or
I'm just saying, everybody needs to pay for some information, whether it's from me or someone else. Pay for it, you'll learn quicker. I promise you. It's worth it.
Game. I learned so much from both of you from doing sessions with you paid. So if you haven't booked any paid sessions with them, most definitely do it. It's worth it.
Or pay someone else and come back to us. That's what I'm saying.
What? I was expecting way more people to type game. I'm disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just gonna like add on to it from a business perspective as well, because I'm from a very strong business background. Basically, in this lifetime, time is more valuable than money, basically. And if you can condense, the amount of time you spend on researching information and whatnot, just by spending a little bit, go for it, honestly, because that saves you a lot of time for you to invest into something else down in the future.
Do you know what? I'm gonna add to this. And word up to what you said, right? We always say do your own research. You know what rich people do? They don't even do research. This is what rich people do. Rich people pay several people to present to them information, and then they use their intuition to act on that information. That is an extreme, which I don't expect anybody to do. Even me and Mr. Harding don't do that, right? If we had unlimited budget, we would do minimum research, maximum pay for the research, get experts to present us research, and then use our intellectual property and analytical skills to then analyze the research presented to us. That's an extreme example. But as much as we say to people, do your own research, do it. But if you can pay for that research and get it quicker from a reputable source, including when unlimited from ourselves, like I don't want to just put us on the top bracket. There's other people. There's Earn Your Leisure. There's Wall Street Trapper. There's Alexander Lorendo's Fundamental Secrets course. Get on these places. You will make more money in the long term. I promise you. But yeah, that's my game on paying for information. I just feel like that's worth pushing because I feel like there's a huge retail space that don't want to pay for any information. I feel like you're not going to move as quick. Anyway, next question. Let's take a question from someone else.
So the question that we will take, Stallone, was you there? Stallone? Ninja, if you want to unmute Stallone.
Oh, for sure.
I'm just going through everything that people can buy.
Can you hear me?
Hello, yes, Stallone, what's up?
Oh, my boys, how are you guys? You okay?
Yes, real good. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I'm actually at work watching the live stream. Which is pretty cool.
We really appreciate you multitasking. Keep grinding, bro.
No, what was the question? Sorry, I missed that one.
No, we're asking you.
Do you have any questions? Sorry, what was the question?
No, we're asking you. Do you have a question for us?
Oh, do I have a question? Not really. No, I think no. I don't know how. I don't have any questions as such. I'm just I'm very appreciative of you guys and what you do. And I like the fact that obviously you have like a little community that comes in every Monday. Yeah, just appreciation. It's not really a question, but appreciation. So yeah, I think it's all right.
Love.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, I've got a meeting with you, Mr. Harding, tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So I'm looking forward to that a lot. So,
we've got a meeting with him at 1 p.m. Is that correct?
Yeah. He's booked in for 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Oh, sick, fantastic. Yeah, cool.
Sick.
Yeah,
Let's go to the wonderful AJ. What up, AJ?
Hey guys.
What up? We know you're gonna give amazing feedback, so we'll skip that one. We don't get feedback from you because you wouldn't still be here after almost a year. The question would be is, do you have any questions on anything we covered or anything related to crypto, stocks, investing whatsoever?
Or do you have a shill? Because I know AJ always has shills.
I do. Well, I wouldn't call it a shill. It's just something that I sort of invested in a while back. It's a small cap coin that I told Ninja about briefly a while back. However, because it's so young, it's only really 2 months old. It's connected to sound as well. I mean, it's called Sound BSC, but it's connected to music NFTs and NFT platform. And currently they're at about, I think, 5 mil market cap. They went up to, I think, 17, 18 at some point. And they have about 10K holders currently. And they're working on
Sound.
Yeah, Sound BSC.
Yeah, this is something that I dropped in our private high risk, high reward group.
Yeah, so this is something that I just need you to guys be aware of the fact that it's, like Ninja said, it's high risk, high reward. Obviously, it's a very early project. However, just having a think about like Vibrate and looking at those guys, for example, they have 10K holders and they've been in the game for longer. Plus, I think the top wallets are held by the first 10 wallets. I think it's 75%, but the Vibrate one. So I had a question to Ninja actually about that. What do you think about that?
It's obviously, I mean, first of all, let's be honest, it's not good. Like, but that's just the way it goes for most cryptocurrencies, including Crowcoin, for example.
Oh, right.
So most major projects are extremely centralized. That is obviously not a good thing, but I guess it's something that you kind of have to accept in major crypto projects.
Yeah, I guess it's just
there's always major ones. So I'm going to assume that those top holders from Vibra they'll either be people from Vibra or highly associated with them. One thing that I do like about the Sound coin is that I did invest in it with like meme coin intentions.
Yeah.
And then they did kind of prove that they are doing things. They're working with obviously Killy. The press is working with them. They've posted with them, etc. I still don't know where this platform is going. I'm not like super bullish.
Yeah,
on it, but
exactly. So I also can't really guarantee where it's obviously going to go. I just know like a couple of people that are connected to the project as well. So that's one of the reasons also why I invested, because, you know, if you kind of know maybe at least one person behind it, you have kind of you're more encouraged, I guess, to invest. But yeah, they have projects coming up with Killy, Smiley, Young Bangs, Presser, and lots of other. They first started with rappers because the guy who runs it, the dev who runs it, whose name is actually also Mo, like Mo in this chat. He actually has connections with a lot of sort of people in the music industry and rappers, and that's why they started with sort of promoting work and doing partnerships with rappers. Nice. But they obviously planning to expand because music is worldwide, it's universal, and they're planning to obviously do different genres, etc. But this was just sort of like a very obvious move for them, because, you know, if you know people within certain genre, then you're going to obviously connect with the people you know first, and then you're going to build up your business this way. So yeah, it's super early stages. They just released Rise on the Beats NFT instrumentals as well that you can use. You have 100% copyright to use them anywhere you want to. In a film, you can produce something, and you have sort of you get reflections. I think the holders of Sound get reflections for every time like NFT is used or sold, etc. And they're working, I think, on a streaming platform, a few other things. But yeah, it's super early stages. It's literally 2 months old. So.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much. Amazing show there, guys. You're getting all the bonus here, guys. Thank you very much for that, AJ. Next, we'll go to M. I think M is new, but I'm not too sure.
No, hey guys, I've been one time before. So, you know, I don't know if that means that you're going to skip me, but
no.
Towards the end of last year, I think I was the chap that was arguing or having a conversation with you about chucking money into Tesla shares or Bitcoin.
Tesla would have done you better, I think.
Yes, and yeah, that was. But do you remember the conversation that we had?
Slightly.
Yeah, I think it was. Well, it was. Yeah, maybe it was mid last year, and then all of a sudden, just things got caught up. So I saw the invite on the WhatsApp group that you guys have got. So I thought, let me jump back in and see where you guys are heading. And it's all good stuff. Love the energy, love the vibe. Love the openness and the honesty as well. So all of that stuff for me is what counts. You're not coming on here saying that you know everything. I like the way you position and also support each other and check each other on information that's been shared. So good stuff. So yeah, for me, I want to work out the better way. Some of the comments you're making around NFTs. Agree. I looked into that space, but I don't know. I think right now, if you've got a few quid, where to put it in, what pot to put it into is quite a difficult conversation depending on who you listen to.
This is my ultimate game with the NFTs. First of all, make sure it's money that you can absolutely lose.
Sure.
Because again, NFTs are way riskier than cryptos in the sense that there can be 7 sales up, and then on the 8th sale, you might not be able to make a sale as cheap as even the first or second original price. Because remember, nobody's obligated to buy your NFT.
And
so
my one is that exactly like this background that I've got behind me, and exactly like my profile picture, which you can see here. These are NFTs that I like them. I would buy them if they weren't NFTs. I would buy them and they go under my test of, am I buying them to resell them and make profit, or am I buying it because I actually like it? That's the ultimate question. And the ultimate way to test if you like something is don't buy it straight away and see if you want it a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later. If you do, then that means you still probably actually like it. I think a lot of people, unfortunately, are buying things with the aim to make profit, and they're forgetting that it's buying, in this case, art. But
absolutely,
yeah. So you got to actually like what you're buying, and just be like, oh, I'm buying this. I'm not buying it to make profit. I'm buying it because I like it.
And I think that was the thing. So I don't know if you know the work that Damien Hirst did with what's his name, Drake.
Yeah.
On his album cover, and I think he produced 10,000 NFT, and he was issuing those around. I think it was at the time it was over 2,000 or 3,000 a pop. Those actually purchased them. He then did a free drop, and he created an extra 10,000, and he gave those out recently, just before Christmas. And again, they were freebies, so people were obviously shifting them quite quickly. And But again, the point you just made is that don't buy them to make money, buy them because you like them. And that very thing that you said was the one thing that stopped me from charging $3,000 for one of them, because it was okay. But if you said to me, take away the fact that it's Damien, take away the fact that it's not $3,000, would I buy it? Or if my son produced it, I'd be like, yeah, it's okay. But I'd probably have to do a bit more work. But then when you throw in the other bits, then you just think, well, I'm buying it because of the name behind it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be worth anything. And the fact there's 10,000 of them, I know they might say there's one unique of each version, and it's just because one dot shifts from one picture to the other, or one's got a cap on and the other one's got a scarf. They're not.
I think it comes down to the overall investing principle, whether it's stocks, whether it's crypto, whatever. Intrinsic value. What is the intrinsic value of the asset you're buying? And intrinsic value doesn't necessarily have to be monetary. It can be what it means to you as an individual. If it has no intrinsic value, then it's not an investment. You're just throwing money away.
Totally. Yeah, exactly where it comes. Because for years, I think I was like with you guys before, I chucked a few quid into property. And I know the whole rich dad, poor dad, and find freedom and buying as many properties as you can. But it's not that straightforward anymore. The legislation has killed so much. The rules have changed. What you can offset has changed from a taxation point of view. So, years ago, I was making good money from property. Now, if you're in London, you got to put down 6 figures to buy a place for $500,000. Yeah, how many people have got six figures to do that, and then
Yep.
even then, it's
returns not the same.
It's not the same. So therefore, there's got to be an alternative, and that's for me where, as I said to you boys before, it's what do I do it? Do I chuck it into shares? Do I chuck it into crypto? But crypto.
I would say what we recommend and what we do ourselves is, well, not what we recommend, but what we do ourselves is both, because both markets rotate and swing, and when there's some people on this call actually that can testify to that. When the crypto market's down, some of their stocks will be up, or when the stock market's down, some of their crypto will be up. But yeah, man, great questions, great feedback. Really appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
No worries. Let's go to Terrell. Man like Terrell, you always got an interesting question.
What up?
Hello.
What up, King?
Yo.
No, so I don't really have a question.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't really have a question, to be honest with you. But I think the only thing I was thinking of is that I do keep my eyes on NFTs, but my whole thing when it comes to NFTs is I'm not going to actually buy any if I don't know the artists that are related towards it. So they don't have to be mainstream artists, but for example, a lot of the artists I see people investing in, they have no idea about anything to do with their work, and I've seen a lot of people actually lose money from it. Like I remember there was this one artist that they done a lot of good work, but then people found out afterwards that a lot of the work he done was like depictions of racist people doing racist things, and everyone's work then completely depreciated.
Wow.
But
That's
yeah,
like,
for me personally,
you know what's crazy? Just like, and you bring a really important point because this goes back to an investing principle. He's the CEO, so he's the artist, and the background check of the artist would have been really good in that situation.
exactly. Yeah. So I'm only going to invest in artists so I actually have an idea of the work beforehand. I'm not just going to get caught up in the hype. And obviously with NFTs, that's the whole thing right now. It is mainly that a lot of people are getting caught up in the hype and they're not realizing what they're actually buying.
Yeah.
There's an artist I'd highly recommend that I've known for at least almost 10 years now. She's got some NFTs and she works for blockchain Sensei called Storm Kunis. Check her out on crypto.com//NFT. Couldn't help myself. That's what it is. But yeah, great question, Terrell. Next we'll go to Christian Secluna, because I know all the way. You're in London now, right?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, broski.
Cool.
I never forget
yes,
the day, yeah.
London.
Wait, I just gotta tell a story. I'll never forget a day, yeah, when me and Chris were walking around by London Bridge, and Ethereum was like £150, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get some Ethereum, and I ended up getting XRP instead.
Oh, fucking hell! Yeah.
Remember that day?
I think so. Yeah, we were speaking about XRP.
Yeah.
I mean, still, it sort of increased from back then, but we if we fucking bought Ethereum, we'll be well off. I mean, yeah, we'll be way better. Fucking hell, but these things happen. Gosh.
Mad.
Yeah.
Any questions or anything you're looking at?
Like a lot of information, really good, thank you. The main problem is I'm quite skeptical about NFTs, and as you were saying, unless you sort of appreciate the NFT, doesn't make sense spending money onto it. It's like a collector's item. If you don't sort of like it, or it has any value for you, then does make sense spending money on it. Even though, you can make money or flip it for a lot of profit, but yeah. So I'm staying away from those. But with regards to cryptos, what I was gonna say is, do you guys think there's gonna be like a worse bear market?
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
So better wait. 100%. Okay.
Yeah, 1 mil. I'm like 98% sure, and I'm also 85% sure this will happen in March, just because of quadruple witching and history, and yeah. It's just
and
when
altcoins,
things happen.
everything. You reckon?
Everything, the stock market, cryptos, everything. There's going to be loads of talk of it's a recession. Oh my God, it's a recession.
Yeah.
It's all over.
So even the stocks most likely are going to make it, have a dump.
I think everything is going to see its face get melted, and everyone's going to be like panicking, and it's going to be like the worst time ever.
So the suggestion, would it be
Unfortunately.
HODL? help hold everything?
I would say what I'm personally
Apart from
doing
the
is
shitcoins.
the assets that I love. Yeah, the assets that I love, that I know I believe in to be here in 5-10 years time, like Chainlink, those and Polkadot, I'm only going to sell a maximum of 50% of what I'm holding on those. Everything else I'm going to sell 75% of. Yeah, that's my plan.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
No worries. Em, you got your hand raised.
Okay.
No, it's just about the comment you just made, because I've been reading that for a long time, about the apocalypse. Maybe that's a bit drastic. I call it the apocalypse. The shaving of the values, and depending on who you read, people are quoting all sorts of figures about how much it's going to drop. But this is because then for me it's that. So let's just say you sell your shares, and that's the thing, is that I also think crypto will be smashed, and I do think a lot of it's going to be smashed. But what's the alternative? Are you then planning just to hold cash until at some point where you see recovery in sight, and then you're going to throw money back in, or you're going to dive?
I'm going to stable coins. I'm going to go into stable coins and get as much yield off them as I can.
Right.
So mainly USDC, because USDC is the one that I trust.
Right. So you think the bomb will drop, if I can speak, around March time. So you're starting to sell off now. Yeah, because if you look at, there's lots of selling off going on.
I'm going to be selling off. I'm buying now. It's because the old season run tends to last for 4 to 6 weeks when we have our final. So I don't know if you saw it. Let me just share my screen and I'll show you. You'll be able to see it a little bit better. So what tends to happen is this. We get this kind of momentum down in Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin finally bounces back up off of support. And in that final bounce back up off support, everyone thinks Bitcoin's going to new all-time highs, but the altcoins take off and have we get a lower Bitcoin dominance. So what will happen is the Bitcoin dominance will go even lower, but Bitcoin's price will be rising. When that happens, that's the ultimate signal that we're at the end of the bear market, the end of the bull market. Then once XRP moves, XRP is always the last thing to move. Once that moves, and once we get to around these prices here, once Bitcoin gets back to around 53,000, that's where I'm going to be taking profit. I'm aiming to not really be in anything if we get back to 60, which I doubt. But then from there, that's where I'm expecting all hell to break loose and for us to come all the way down to 27 and potentially 19,000.
You think it could come down as low as 19?
Yeah, because traditionally it does an 82% drop. So if, let's say, for example, we take where we are now, we've done 40% so far, but if we do it from where the previous high was, which is just here, and we do an 80% drop, that takes us to 14,000 if we did an 80% drop from the current high. So yeah. If we go to the area that I'm thinking, which will be the 702 retracement, but I don't think we're going to get an 80% drop. I think we're going to get a 60% drop. So that will take about 54.60 which will take us to around 28,000. And there's a really nice support there, as you can see. So I think that's where we're most likely going to drop. If we do hit an 80 from the level that I think we're going to struggle at, then we're going down to around 12,000.
Mate, I don't think is going to happen. If it goes there, Michael Saylor's selling his family members, mate.
I think he'll buy more.
No, that's what I'm saying. He'll sell his family members to buy the dip.
Yeah.
That's how bullish that guy is.
Yeah, so I'm expecting it to. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Who knows? It might even set new all-time highs and get to and tease 75K. But then even if you drop from the 75 mark that I've got here, and we do an 80% drop, that still takes you to around between 27 to 24. So either way, things are looking like the 27, 24 is quite realistic.
Right.
So yeah, that's the only level I'm going to buy back in at. If it doesn't ever get back down to those levels, then I'm not going to buy at those levels. I'm not really going to buy that much ever again. Then I'll just focus on ETH.
That's why I need to obviously stay in touch with you boys to get your views, because again, I'm literally.
Yeah, we're always putting it in the group anyway, so you'll be fine.
All right, good stuff. Cheers. Thanks, boys.
No worries.
Cheers, thanks so much.
Jermaine, how you doing, buddy?
What up?
What
Good,
up,
man.
Jermaine?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you. Any questions? Any feedback?
Well, now that you guys have mentioned XRP, I just mainly wanted to say, or possibly ask on your thoughts on how do you think this potential interest rate hike with the USD could impact XRP? Because looking back at the XRP bull run in 2017, we had 3 interest rate hikes from the USD in 2017, and inflation was only around like 1%. It was only just above 2%, and they done 3 hikes then. And then XRP went up to like $3 back then. So do you think the same thing could potentially happen?
I think the timing's perfect. If you look at everything that's positioning up, history just looks like it's going to repeat itself.
Exactly. Yeah.
The last time that happened, we had Bitcoin in the same position that it's in now. We had money printing. We had all the, literally everything it's literally like a script, and like we're in a theater.
Take 2.
It's the Matrix.
Play. Like everyone's reading from a script of, oh yeah, these are the lines. Is it this obvious? So all the alts are going to fly up. It's going to be computer. Is going to be the big scam that everyone's going to get into and think that they're going to make crazy money and be multi-billionaires on. And then XRP will move. And then it'll be all over. But again, I don't think XRP is going to go to these crazy numbers that people think. I think it's going to do 5x, maximum 10x. That's it.
Yeah.
And then I think what will happen is Ripple will do their IPO, and from there they'll announce that they're going to be doing their actual the whole money transfer thing for all the big whales and for all the countries on a separate ledger, which I think they've already announced that they're doing it on a separate ledger anyway. So yeah, that kind of makes everyone's dream of the XRP that they're holding being used for international bank transfers by the whales not really that valid anymore. So yeah, that's what I see happening.
Fair enough, makes sense.
Just history repeating itself. But I'm sure, being as you've done your research that deep into 2017, I'm sure you can see history repeating itself, not only fundamentally, but on the charts as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're just like, really?
Again.
It's too good to be true at times. But, you know, just have to put your money and just be patient.
Yeah, 100%. You're just like, some of the times I'm looking at the charts and I'm just like, oh my days, can they make, is this actually the investing game? Is it literally just reading and looking at history? Is that literally all you have to do? And it appears to be That is the way. So yeah, we'll see what's next. Cool. Great question. Okay, we're wrapping up soon. So Mr. JG, Jerome. Oh, he's not there. Okay. Kevin, any questions?
Well, go on, bro. Long time.
Nothing much from me, guys, right now.
Calm. No worries, brother. No worries. Hit us up when you need. Seji.
My bro, what's good?
Yo. Just want to say today was another great episode. I felt like game all day. I feel like I needed this one today a little bit. I don't know if that makes sense, but
yeah, man.
Needed.
It was just kind of
right
right
for.
Yeah.
You love that.
Other than just like the general consensus, I'm sure, like saying that how much it was appreciated today. I guess due to the current state of like all this NFT shit and like obviously a lot of it's bullshit and there's a lot of it's like, you know, like there's a few gems in there.
It's mainly a money grab.
Yeah, I was gonna
Most
say
of the
like
NFT market's a money grab.
In simple terms, best way to avoid FOMO with the current NFT hype going on.
Look for use case and utility. So whenever anyone's booking in for NFT consultations or sessions to make NFTs, that's one of the services we offer. One of the things we do is we encourage people to build in a use case or utility into the NFT that they're building. So let me show you on the website, literally, because we do it. Let me show you. This bit of the website's not even finished yet. That's how raw it is. But yeah, we teach how to build collections of up to 10,000 NFTs and set up smart contracts and build a community, take advantage of airdrops and utility and features for your NFT.
By the way, that punk is mine. I own that punk.
Hey, big up yourself, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, utility is essential. Like, what does the NFT do? Why would somebody want to hold it? Why would somebody want to resell it? If it doesn't do anything, in my opinion, you probably don't want to buy it. Unless it's a Beeple that you're getting for £10, which I doubt you are, then yeah, use case, utility.
I actually encourage people to set aside like an NFT budget, whatever that be, proportionate to how much you've got, and just grab up some NFTs that are really cheap that you actually like.
Yeah, just little £5, £10 ones that you actually like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I'm still collecting now, just getting bits and pieces.
Oh, okay, that's a good point. That could I just like do a little piggyback of what you just said right there, real quick?
Yeah.
So, right now, like I'm one of the skintest I've ever been. Not to do with crypto. That's because I lost my job in November. The crypto has like been the only thing that's been like paying bills for me right now, like especially for kind of like AVEX and shit like that. Is there like a budget too small that you could set for buying NFTs right now? Like, say you was only spending like £5 on an NFT. Do you think that's too little?
Nope.
There's like, you can literally buy NFTs on Air NFTs and crypto.com. Storm, how much is your cheapest NFT?
Literally $1. You can even get NFTs for free as well. Like, if you linger about in the Discord groups and get involved in the community, you can actually get NFTs for free. You can search on some platforms like free NFTs, and people will just send it you.
If you don't mind, I wouldn't mind making you one of my guinea pigs for an experiment I want to do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to be running a trial on Axie Infinity, and I'm going to be getting some guinea pigs together where we're going to get, so you can get through YGG, you can kind of get a scholarship whereby you get someone's Axie and someone's like play to earn character, you play the games, and then they split the profits with you. So if you're up for that, drop me a message, or anyone that's up for being a game guinea pig, let me know. And we're gonna put some hours into these crypto games and see how much money we can make in like a week, a month, a day, whatever, and track it.
General rule of life: if Mr. Harding says he's doing an experiment, you want to be in it. You know, shoot me out the cannon, bro.
Alright, can I just comment that me and Mr. Harding sent like 5% ETH into a MetaMask. We sent this at what time, dude? Was it 3 p.m.?
Yeah, I think so.
Bro, it's just fucking landed right now. 8 hours.
Yo, I said we were gonna say this. It's shit. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick. Binance is the greatest. Because what do you mean we've waited 8 hours to transfer money?
Waited 8 hours.
That's ridiculous.
It's just dropped now into the MetaMask from Swissborg.
That's perfect.
That's insane.
Nah, it's dead, bro. It's dead. I'm done with this. I'm done with ETH out here. I'm done with it. And until this 2.0 comes out, I'm not interested. It's dead.
Yeah, it is kind of shitty, to be honest, right now. Like, it's expensive and slow. Like,
yeah, for no reason.
I mean, to be fair, like price-wise, it wasn't expensive to send. It was the service fee to send was 0.005 ETH, which is.
I don't care. It took 8 hours.
A few dollars, but yeah, it took 8 hours.
The price paid was your valuable time that you could be flipping it, bro.
Yeah.
We waited 8 hours for this shit to drop.
It's mad. That's a whole working day. That's mad. It's long, bro. Finally, Deco Master. I think that's Deco, your last person.
Yo.
What up, broski?
Good man, how you doing?
Oh, bless, oh, bless, oh, bless. Any questions or feedback for the rest of today or anything you're looking at?
Not really any questions, to be honest. Any questions I had during the session have pretty much been answered during the session.
Hi.
So feedback, smashed it, innit? I've got into audio, so I've already caught some Audius, traded some of my USDT into that, and I've got my account set up. So you ready?
Yeah, man.
Yo, Deck, tell them about the new single out now. Tell them about the new song.
New single, Clipper. It's out on Spotify. Should be out on Apple Music and Amazon. It's also on Audius because I've just put it on there. So I'll put my Audius link.
Yo, put the link in the chat, bro.
Bro. Everyone stream it on Audius now.
Bro, audius.co/itsdecomaster. I'll bang it in the chat anyway, so you've got it.
Yes.
Go check your boy out.
We're gonna follow you now.
Follow me, repost, like all them things.
We're gonna repost you right now. I'm glad you said that.
Community. We're
gonna like and repost right now.
My guy.
I followed, liked, and reposted just like.
And if you're looking for any, album artwork, we've got a couple artists still. You know, we've got a couple artists, a couple NFTs still.
We're here. There we go.
Oh, he's got the clip out. Okay.
Deco Master, follow, like. There we go. Like and repost, just like SoundCloud days. Just like SoundCloud days.
See that? That is called community. That's what we're about. And with that, that is the perfect way to. I think that's everyone we ask questions to. That is the perfect way to end today's episode with perfect love and community. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in to another amazing episode of the game. You've been the players. Let's get this money.
Yes, up to the game. Boom, bang, bang.
Boom.
Game.
Bye.
That 2 hours flew by. Thank you very much, guys.
Bye.
Up on YouTube soon.